Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Happy autumnal equinox. Welcome to your shadow season, babe, which happens to be cuffing season as well, where Libra is we, Aries, its opposite or its shadow is me. You know everything. You are masterful when it comes to yourself, but when it comes to the other, when it comes to involvement, when it comes to partnership, there's some shit to learn. And that's all that this season is coming in. You will be learning lessons about yourself by way of involvement, by way of love, by way of partnership and connection. Your ruling planet goes home. This King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, though, this King of Swords reverse, though, is like, who you being mean to, or who's being mean to you, or what's going on with that air sign, or I feel like there's a quieter source of power coming in. We got stuff to talk about. Go get your shit. Hey, Aries, sun, moon, and rising. What it do? It's your girl Jay, the high priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aries, sun, moon, and rising for Libra season 2025, babe. This is your shadow season, you know, and you're going to learn today. Hydrate, light it if you need it. You probably do need it, but I'm ready to dive in, clear out any funky ass energy. Welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, Holy Spirit, thanking you for everything that you've done, all you're going to do, and welcoming in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2025. Be sure to check out that Libra season astrology video that has all the important astrological transit dates that you need to know about, but I'll put you on game. On September 22nd, the same day that the sun goes into Libra, Mars leaves Libra, his detriment, and goes home into Scorpio. So you about to be back on your bullshit, baby. There's like your mojo coming back, your fire, your intensity, your passion. And that's what I was saying with the King of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck, and then the sun reversed at the bottom of the deck. There's like an intellectual quiet power that's coming from beneath. What is below is being revealed. What is underneath is being illuminated. Shadow season shit. And there could be some shadowy uh, thoughts or interactions with somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Leo placements. I feel like some of you are also realizing, this is a lot, that you have been mean, or you are being mean to somebody, or you're being really sharp. Or there you may be experiencing, I say a lot of you, but flip it, it may be somebody else bringing you the smoke. But I do feel like there could even be some weird interactions with your father, or somebody that triggers a father wound. um I feel like there's stuff, some of us have been also like quite strict or mean with our inner child, and that needs to shift. Our inner child needs softness, sweetness, play, cuddles, not as much discipline and structure and focus as you've been trying to implement into it, or into them. And so I feel like there's a lot coming up from underneath the surface. I also feel like there's that quiet power, but also, are you abusing power? Or is someone abusing their power with you? What's going on with that person with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements? You may be there may be some shit coming up through the grapevine. You may hear some shit from around the way. Is how that feels. I also feel like some of you may be seeing weakness in your father, or seeing a weaker side of someone that has very strong masculine paternal energy. And it's not real weakness. They're actually like showing you their vulnerability. It's like the dog rolls over and shows you its belly, you know? And so there's something there about maybe there's a submission or a confession or something of that nature that's coming to light. But either way, I feel like there's a lot coming. Okay. Some of us don't think that we're smart. Some of us don't realize how smart we are. Just because we're not book smart, or just because we didn't go to college or get multiple degrees, you may not be giving yourself credit for the kind of intelligence that you have. Aries intelligence is often very physical. Like it's a physical kind of smartness. Like you know how to, even for me, like as an example, like I'm really good with momentum, which is why I like to use my contact staff or hula hoop. Like there's something about, like I should have been an athlete, you know what I mean? I could have, like I just get movement in a very specific way. And so understand that that is an intelligence too. There is an emotional intelligence, there's a spiritual intelligence. I just feel like, but this feels like your mental intelligence. And this may have a lot to do with Chiron retrograde in Aries. You may need to check where your Chiron is in your natal chart. Mine's in Gemini. And so there is this like wound around like really wanting to make sure that I appear as smart, that I have a broad vocabulary, that I display my intelligence. Because I think like that's just where that Chiron wound is for me in regard, you know, my dad went to fucking Harvard, like it was always like pushing intel or education. And whichever way you rebelled, I just feel like there's something there about like whatever particular flavor of rebellion you have, you're going to start to understand you are more intelligent in that field than you think. You know, like where education and degrees were really pushed on me, I rebelled against that. And I was like, I will succeed without getting a degree. I will succeed without, you know what I mean? And so there's something there. And I tell you that story so you can like figure it out for yourself, because this is a general reading. So eat the meat, leave the bones, take what resonates, you know, but there's something there around like you may be needing to develop a certain kind of intelligence, maybe realizing that you are more intelligent or versed in a arena of life that then like you didn't really think that you were in some sort of way. There's something there. I don't know. Either way, let's go in. Nice. The Two of Wands. What was I gonna say? Um, Mars going into Scorpio, I just feel like gives you your power back. You're going to start to realize the world is in your hands. You're going to start to realize it's safe to take the road less traveled. You're going to start understanding it's time to make spirit-based, heart-based decisions. You are divinely supported to get out of your current environment or get out of your current situation. Some of you are going to be traveling. Some of you are going to be moving. I just feel like there's something about like broadening your horizons or seeing things from a different site. Some of you are choosing to explore more of your inner world. Some of you are choosing to explore more of the external world. But I just feel like Mars moving it, going home into Scorpio is like, ooh, I got my power back. I know who I am. I'm ready. Like the ball, you can feel the way that the ball is in your court. There may be a decision that you need to make that regards somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Capricorn or Aquarius placements. I feel like there are people with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that you need to go see, or you may need to travel to go see. I feel like there is a traveling thing that comes in Libra season, or there are decisions that are being made about traveling, and it is important. And it has something to do with your creativity or your spirituality. You traveling, you exploring is going to get you out of your comfort zone. It's going to remind you how dope you are, how dope your life is. I feel like there's something about a Libra season that shows you your gifts, or you start to appreciate your gifts. Hydrate. Um, you start to appreciate your gifts in a way than you in a different way than you have before. You're becoming way more calm, way more balanced. It's the shadow season, so you're going into that, you know, proverbial darkness. And I just feel like you're not gonna be all like loud and proud, and it's like you're just not as loud, or like this is a quiet power. This is like a moving in silence. I'm gonna show you how to move in a room full of vultures. There's some shit like that that's going on. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that's playing a big role. I feel like a lot of you are really dipping your toes into, like some of you are like diving deeper, big time into your spirituality, but some of you are just dipping your toes in and like, yes, keep going. Start with your natal chart. Some of you are dipping your toes in or really getting your feet wet when it comes to someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, encouraging your or increasing your intuition, your spirituality, your creative endeavors, really like pouring into those aspects of your life. Um, you may be just noticing you're more sensitive after Mars and Libra as well. There's still like a bit of a recovery with Mars and Libra. I don't, not recovery. I just feel like there's lessons to be learned with Mars and Libra that you're going to figure shit out. You're going to figure out the Mars and Libra, the lessons while Mars is in Scorpio. And so, I also feel like some of you are about to experience a different kind of spiritual gift, a different, like your intuition may be ramping up, or this could be your, like you have time to create, you have time to be more creative, or you need to. This is your encouragement. Some of you have a creative idea, or creative project, a spiritual idea, a spiritual project. You need to pursue that shit. Center of the reading is the Queen of Wands, period. I feel like there are new friends coming in, people that you need to be collaborating with. They may have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I feel like one person is masterful in this arena, the other person is masterful in this arena. And that's probably why that different intelligences thing came up, because you may be beating yourself up like, why can't I do this? Why shouldn't it? That's not your strength. That's not your strength. If you're not a numbers guy, don't try to be the numbers guy. Save yourself some time and outsource it to a numbers guy. You know what I mean? If you're not the creative, don't try to force yourself to be creative. It's like delaying the process. So I do feel like help is on the way for some of you in some sort of way. And I feel like this is friendly fire. They're like people who like you already know, or people that are coming in that are really going to contribute positively to your life. With the two queens out here, though, I do feel like leaning into developing your divine feminine energy is really important in Libra season. Aries is a masculine sign. Aries women can tend to be quite masculine in their approach and their energy and their nature. And I just feel like there's a softening that's coming in for you guys, and you need to let that happen. With the Queen of Wands at the center of the reading, something in Libra season has you feeling attractive, has you feeling popular. The vision is stronger. I feel like you're getting closer to your vision in some sort of way. Your dreams are getting closer and closer to being your reality. And I just feel like you're future focused, you're looking forward and confident and wielding your sexual energy wisely. It feels really, really important. With the star, and then the star reverse just came out. Okay, so we had the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Let me just turn this over. Three queens. Wow. Then we have the star reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. That is interesting. That makes me want to look at something. Please don't cause a ruckus. I've had this for like so many years, and it's like this random. I don't know if I necessarily believe it, but I just want to see what it has to say. It says two queens is rivalry, but what about three queens? Un momento. Oh, it doesn't have for three queens. So some of us may be experiencing rivalry or a competition, but that doesn't feel like this to me. This feels like, first off, in Libra season, Libra is a social sign. Libra is a social season. It's cuffing season. Some of you are gonna be hanging out with like your girlfriends more often, or you're gonna be hanging out with people that have more feminine energy than you normally do. With the star reverse, I do feel like in something in Libra season feels like hopeless. Like I thought I could do this by myself, or I thought I could accomplish this. And I think there's something there around other people coming in to help you. You being more masterful in partnership. But three queens, this feels like energy. Then the King of Swords reverse on the bottom of the deck. This is quite peoply, Aries. So either you got too many cooks in the kitchen, or finally help is on the way, or you're assembling a team, or healing a team, healing your relationship to teamwork. Some of you are healing your relationship to feminine energy. Some of you are like, nah, me and women don't get along. Excuse me. I have more guy friends than I have girlfriends. And I feel like something is healing in regards to that in Libra season. You just may notice more women are coming into your life, if you know, or regardless of anything. I just feel like, regardless of your gender identification, there's just something there around like more feminine energy is coming into your life. And I feel like you are learning how to get more masterful with your emotions, your creativity, your spirituality, your spirit, listening to your instincts. You're getting more masterful in your spontaneity, being able to make right decisions quickly. You're getting more fiery and like precise, I feel like, with your fire, very intentional with your fire, very intentional with where you harness it at. I feel like you're also getting better at cooking and like domestic things. Like there could just be something there going on with your self-worth, an improvement, a leveling up, or a healing in your self-worth. Um, being more nurturing to yourself, like developing self-love, self-care. I love this. I feel like there's a lot of people that you're going to be, I told you earlier, you're going to be learning a lot about yourself by way of involvement and interaction. And so I feel like you start involving with yourself with just more masterful people, more people on your level in some sort of way. I'm very curious about this star reverse, which we're going to clarify over on Patreon. Which, speaking of, my ethical cult and I are going to be clarifying all of these cards over on Patreon. It's called the Patreon Plunge, or the extended reading. We're going to go another 15-20 minutes and pull more cards on these cards and build or expand the story. There's all kinds of astrological content over there. There's a tier for daily reading, so be sure to check that out. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. The links are in the description box below. So let me pull back a little bit. That person with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I feel like is playing a big role in Libra season. Like the disconnect there, the like savagery, or the way, the communication or lack of communication. I just feel like there's a lot that you're learning about yourself by way of tension with someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. Or there's a lot that you're learning about yourself when it comes to your intellect and technology and authority. There also could be stuff around like you just having a hard time learning things, or like figuring something out. There just could be a harder time that you're having doing that, which is why I think all these other people are coming in to help you see a clearer path. There may be someone specifically with Aquarius placements that like something goes down very unexpectedly. I feel like your relationship to hope and optimism, like what you've been wishing for, you're being guided to it, but I don't think that you realize how close you are. Some of you have stopped wishing for things, and or some of you are struggling with hope in some sort of way. And I just feel like the closer we get to Scorpio season, you're going to start to understand why. There is this like someone pouring into you. Something like the divine trying to pour into you. Maybe somebody, maybe some of us are struggling with receiving what the divine is trying to give. I feel like you got to work for it versus like just receiving it. And it could be that easy as you actually just receiving it. So, you know, do your part, do what you intend to do. But I also feel like let yourself desire, let yourself dream bigger, let yourself want what you want, and you need to express it. There may be somebody else with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that it's time to make a decision about. It's time to look forward or move past whatever drama you guys have had. That person with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, I feel like is very focused on developing gifts, developing their gifts, developing themselves, but also developing whatever is going on between the two of you. That person with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I also feel like is like ready to move forward, ready to take the power in their hands, ready to do something. So I feel like in certain arenas you need to know what friends to call. In certain situations you need to know, okay, I need to reach out to this person, you know, like go, etc. I feel like there may be somebody with Aquarius placements coming back from the past, or there may be a lesson that's learned in regards to Aquarius energy. I feel like the person with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements in your life is very stable, very nurturing, wants to encourage that in you and help really give you healing energy, grounding energy that's going to help you accomplish your goals. This feels like teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Don't be hard-headed in Libra season. Ask for help. Teamwork makes the dream work. That is the fucking motto in Libra season. I'm ready to clarify these cards. I'll see you over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Come on, let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.